Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video. Today we're going to be looking at Until the Last Plane, which is an wartime airport simulation game. It's very much a management game. You have to send planes out on missions and look after the maintenance of each plane, make sure that your fighters are, okay, and do missions and advance the story that way. It's pretty cool. It's very simplistic, which is good because I'm a simpleton. And yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. So we'll jump in. There's no options to speak of. We'll jump into a campaign and I'll show you what the game is all about. Now, one thing I will say is that interestingly, when you go to the tutorial, I don't know whether it's the same with the USR, but with the campaign, sorry, but when you switch on the tutorial, even though you've selected English, the font or the text is still in whatever language the faction you want to go to is in. Also, the same when you're playing the game, the voice, the small amount of voice acting there is in the native language of the campaign that you've chosen, which is kind of cool. But it means that if you don't know which faction is which, you don't actually know which side you're choosing. But again, that does appear to only be on the tutorial. The other note I'll say is on the tutorial itself is that it doesn't have like a progression of a tutorial. It's got a lot of tooltips. So when you click on it, it's basically the game with tooltips. It would be nice if they made it so that once you've done one thing, it then directs you on to where to go so that you know what you're doing with each aspect of the game. But at the same time, it's nice that you can just sit and explore and discover things at your own pace. But like I say, we'll jump into the game. We'll show you what it's all about. And then we'll see if you like it or not. So let's jump into it. Alright, here we are. So the way that it works is you choose a campaign. You've got to go through easy before you can do normal and then hard, which is cool. It stops you from going into anything too insane too early. It gives you a set amount of gold that you can work with. And it gives you the mission. High Command has entrusted you with the management of Gasfer Airport. I went with USA. Your mission is to support the land troops that need to advance to Tunis. During the first day, you should run reconnaissance to discover the strategic enemy targets. With at least one mission a day, lose all your pilots. So as long as I win one mission per day, I'll be fine. So basically what you do, you've got to hit the reconnaissance here. You can increase your range or you can decrease your range. Increasing your range increases the amount of risk you've got. So I'm generally going to go with like a 2, just a lowered risk, easy reconnaissance mission, and you take off. And then what will happen is you'll get the little option here. You click on it, and then you go forward to advance your scout, and then you can take a picture of things you want to take a picture of to see what it is that you want to do. Now you can use your key buttons to do that. But you can also use the mouse, which is kind of nice. So like I say, it's very, very simplistic. You don't get a lot of fuel either. So you've got to take all the pictures you can before you run out of fuel and before you get spotted. Then you basically choose your squadron to go out. You choose which mission you want to go on. Go and do the mission successfully or fail it. And each mission has different things that you can do and different mechanics. So we're going to look at the missions we've got. You've got fighter, you've got your attacker, which is basically like your bomber, and you've got to deal with the those that you've got to kill as well. You've got your attacking missions, which is just basic in-air fighting, and again, you've got your in-air missions. So basically, whatever you take a picture of deems what mission you're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this one. We're going to attack the base because that shows both mechanics of fighters and the bombers as well. So you can just select all. But here you've got your fatigue levels, you've got your stress levels, and then you've got your fighter name and what the fighters are in. So there you go. You get 6 planes per squadron. I like the little sound effects as well. Like you get sound effects when you fix your ships and planes and stuff as well, which is kind of cool. And then you've got to wait for it. And then you get 15 seconds to do your bombing target. Now, you've got to choose your altitude. And when you select your altitude, it will come up with the target that you've got to do. You've got to get your reticle in the right place. to bomb them. Dead easy, dead simple. Very difficult, though, because the reticles can move quite quickly. And I'd assume that in later missions and harder missions, it gets very fast. Now, the fighters have not quite worked out. You get 3 options. You've got normal attack, dive attack, or attack from below. We're going to do the dive attack since we're in the beginning. And then you basically got to try and, like, hit him. But I tend to miss a lot because I don't quite know. So you basically got to... You've got to, like, position yourself in the right way, right? You've got to make sure that you are in line of fire for where you want to be. Like that. So you got to work out where they're going to go. And you've got 4 moves to do it. And then after that is when you screw. So we need to hit 1 more plane in order for it to be a successful mission. So that takes me there, that takes me there, and that takes me that way. So I want to go for dive attack. And then again. And then normal attack to keep in the way. Perfect. Right, there you go. Pretty simple. Pretty easy once you work it out. So it's wherever the shadow is tells you where you're going to be moving to. And then you've got to basically make sure you're in range of when it happens. Now, we only needed to down 2 enemies. We're already on the 3rd. So we're doing all right. Perfect. Easy peasy. So like I say, the mechanics are pretty simple in what they have to do. But it's pretty fun at the same time. Like, it's not bad. So basically what happens here is you've got to select things and refill. Now, I want to do it before I run out of time. Normal attack taken forward. Dive attack taken there. Normal attack taken forward. Normal attack taken forward. Perfect. So, yeah, you've got maintenance to do on your planes. Each bit of maintenance takes time. Luckily, it is just refilling ammo. It's not refueling or fixing or anything. When it comes to fixing the planes, what you have to do is you've got to inspect them. And you've got different things of inspecting. Obviously, each one takes time. And then you basically have to... once you've done that, you have to then replace the item. And you've got to find it. So obviously, if you're trying to do a mission, you're running out of planes or you've been shot down or whatever, then you can run into problems. And generally what will happen with that is it will be the bombers where if you get detected, they will send fighters out, and that's when you get attacked and you've got to try and run out of the way. However, we won. We shot down 4 enemies. We only needed 2. We got 1 bomb target done. We haven't promoted any pilots. We haven't got dead pilots, but we have got morale, which is kind of cool. So, mission ended. We're going to finish up by refilling everyone, which is nice. It's nice that I've just got to refill ammo. But this is the game. It'll be interesting to see as you go through if there are any different mission types depending on what you get from your reconnaissance. But I'm kind of impressed. For such a small file as well, for a very simplistic game, it's got a lot of depth to it, and it'd be interesting to see how far you can take it. It'd be interesting to see, for example, if you can upgrade your base and do more here and, you know, upgrade your planes and stuff. So there's a lot to it for a very simple game on the surface, and I am a big fan. I love games like this anyway. I like the aesthetic. I don't mind the art style. I'm not a huge fan of pixel art, but it's not terrible. And it's pretty fun. I could see me playing this for a fair few hours. So thank you very much for watching this, guys. Leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't. And let me know in the comments whether you would play this or not. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.